Today we're gonna talk about accent graphics. Accent graphics or visuals are becoming increasingly popular and influential in popular culture, particularly in areas related to music, art, and fashion. These topics in the website Eye on Design at aiga.org if you want to find more about these topics. Accent graphics are a new psychedelia with a heavy dose of cynicism. While in term accent mostly connotes a big powerful LSD, researchers accent diethylamide head trip is loaded for later descriptor accent-based cultural resonance far deeper than is now formed. The word variously conjures hippies, mind expansion, cities, psychedelia, 90s, acid house, lovers, techno, wines, drunk, casualties, and demodality. Aesthetically too, we have an innate and multifarious understanding of the world. Firstly, spattered psychedelia survives of art and even narcotics testing, spirituality come to mind. Today, however, we have an updated understanding of axis and a new wave of contemporary designers bright a future faxing text to a trope that may have once seemed naively utopian and nostalgic, while the aesthetics from past decades can carry connotations of free love, a mind-expanding kind of optimism that almost feels outdated in today's world. This new style is tinged with irony and darker scenes of humor. Stylistically, there are of course a few smileys in there, but mostly this new style of graphics is defined by a miasma of bright colors. There's a cave of a lot of neo-clean experimental typography. Is wrapped back to the front upside down, takes on the appearance of viscously dripping liquid material of art, describe patterns, sci-fi futurism, and the old 70s throwback with dystopian think skins and research screens that on more than the return to legendary 60s studio hypnosis. Once you turn into them, at its word, you start to see accent graphics pretty much everywhere across music posters and record strips and style most natural home, but also in interior design, blending digital design, and elsewhere. Designer and art director Hugo Hoffman, whose previously worked with O32C magazine, described the style as a very trendy look defined by super organic forms and crazy layering mixed with a heavy material aesthetics that draws on 90s lab graphics too. Created with modern tools, lots of rendering and 3D stuff, but also pretty trippy. He sees David Runnick as adapt touchstone of the current Asian mania in design world. You see so much around, but rarely is building on his original work, says Hoffman. Once you turn into them, you start to see accent graphics pretty much everywhere. There's even an entire Instagram account, Ancient Graphics, devoted to style. The feed was started in 2018 by Ricky Blasino, a graphic designer by trade who works as a senior digital designer at a major fashion brand. He is not allowed to name. On his Instagram page, real and speculative print and digital designs for posters are peppered with some sick-key renderings of graphics on tabs of ASIN. For Brasino, the term ASIN graphics is very much about vintage techno and rapid-fire designs. He reckons that the proliferation of ASIN graphics is in part an evolution of the web-based illustration trend. My personal opinion is that a lot of creatives were at the point with graphic design where we wanted to break the rules completely, says Brusino. One of the areas the rules were broken was with 90s red flyers. They were using horrible fonts, almost anti-design. So the term exit may refer to use of hallucinogenics drugs like LSD that were popular during the 1960s and often associated with psychedelics, art and music. Thus, ASIN graphics could be seen as a contemporary take on these aesthetics, incorporating bright color, abstract shapes, and trippy patterns. In some cases, it may also suggest a certain liberalist or countercultural spirit as to use of psychedelics, drugs, and associated imagery has traditionally been associated with movements that reject mainstream values and norms.